My granddaddy came in a red truck, overalls, red wing boots, straw hat shading his ears, leather gloves in his back pocket, keys in the ignition. Windows down, in that slow country walk that looked like the day had nowhere else to be. He crossed the yard toward the wraparound porch, a few small steps between the screen door and the rest of the out there. Back then, the houses came with covered porches. The porches came with rocking chairs, and the rocking chairs came with tiny tables made for one purpose only: a glass of cold lemonade. Tiny table, low to the ground, surface almost useless, maybe 6 inches, maybe 8, maybe only 2. Either way around, stay as long as you like. Come back anytime, say hi to mama and them, tell them to stop by anytime. All the Flintstones have been made into vitamins. Fred is a vitamin, Wilma is a vitamin, Barney is a vitamin, Pebbles is a vitamin, Dino might be a vitamin. Hell, everybody is a vitamin, but not Betty. Nobody knows why, not even at the university where they do all sorts of stuff and always seem to know stuff, especially stupid stuff. Ask them about Betty. Ain't nobody got nothing to say. Betty is not a vitamin. Betty is not a vitamin. Everybody got made sweet and chewable, but Betty did not get in. Betty is not a vitamin. Betty is not a fucking vitamin. Somebody looked down the line and said, hey, fuck Betty, she don't get to be a tasty vitamin. Maybe Betty was a bad woman, a shrieking wraith, a donkey with a good reason, a master of the two-tangled dance of death. She walks outside to check the mailbox and walks back in carrying the mailbox and no mail. Same old story, same old song and dance. But later that night, the local news comes on. Mr. Mailman has been apprehended, trying to shoot the moon out of the sky with a weapon he built in his backyard from parts at the hardware store, as directed by the new woman weapon recipe book he bought earlier that day from a lady who looked tangled and dangerous, but in a sexy kind of way. You happen to remember her name? Take your time. Say what now? Betty? Betty. Watch out. Watch out for Betty. Betty is not a vitamin. Betty is and chewable, but Betty did not get in. Betty is not a vitamin. Betty is not a fucking vitamin. Somebody looked down the line and said, fuck Betty. She don't get to be a tasty vitamin. Oh, Betty, dear Betty, is that what happened? Is that what turned you? Were you scorned from the vitamin legacy? Did you turn yourself inside out and become something worse than a mother who poisons her own daughter? Did you become the Bouncing Betty? The Bouncing Betty, a landmine, buried below sight, below the grass, below the ordinary day. A man walks, a boot comes down, click, and right then the truth arrives. Betty is gonna rise. Betty is gonna bounce, waist high, chest high, high enough for you to see who is about to take your life. She rises like a loving child, like a mama who has not seen you in a long, long time, like a dog happy you came home, like a wife running in for an embrace. She rises smiling. She hangs there just long enough. Your mouth falls open, your eyes go wide, and you say her name.
Ah, fuck.
Betty! Betty. Betty bound, Betty rose, Betty knew the name nobody else knows. Betty bound, Betty came, touched the man with her other name. Not Betty, betrayal, not Betty. Betrayal. One touch, and the man is taken. One word, and the man is archived. That is how betrayal works. It comes like an old friend out of nowhere. It comes toward you with the warmth of everything you trusted. It gathers all that you loved, all that you believed loved you back. It brings them together into one unified line of sight. Then it shows you that you were naked, that you did not know, that you were a toy, an amusement, something handled, something studied, something used. The fire shreds the skin, the shrapnel breaks the bone, but the man does not die from fire. The man dies from betrayal. The body falls later. The man dies first. Where does he go? What is he kept? For how long? Until what? Until not. Hell's Archive has empty slots. Hell's Archive builds day and night. Hell's Archive keeps what trail kill. Not alive, not dead. Archive kept undead until not hell's archive is not a place, but the archive has none higher. The archive is not to be trifled with. Overwatch above him, air support at will. Unlimited means for the work of the highest. The archive keeps the eternal things for repair, for rest, for repair, for retirement. The archive spoke. This man is not to be questioned. That is how my granddaddy got his walk. That is how my granddaddy got his walk. That is how my daddy got his walk. That is how my daddy got his walk. Betty bounced and the land said no. Betty fell and the man walked home. That is how my granddaddy got his walk. Slow and easy, steeped in thanks. Every step saying, I am still here. Every step saying, thank you. Every step saying, I know what rose beneath me. And I know who let me pass.
Something wrote upon his soul that day. A finger of fire, a master hand scribe. Black ink on living parchment. The letters of the name burned into his existence. Not ordinary ink, not ordinary fire. Archival quality. The kind reserved for eternal things, the kind handled only by the master record keeper, the kind that waits until the archive sends word. This man is not to be questioned. Failure is not an option. Overwatch will be with you. Air support is standing by. Unlimited resources, unlimited authority. The archive has none higher. After that, he stopped trying to figure out why. Why did Betty fail? What broke? What jammed? What tiny spring refused its duty? What piece of metal forgot the order? Every question led back to the same place. God, the Almighty himself, and a bunch of other things too. Every road led there. Every question led there. Every step led there. God!
That is how my granddaddy got his walk. That is how my granddaddy got his walk.
Betty bounced and the land said no. Betty fell and the man walked home.
That is how my granddaddy got his walk. Slow and easy,
Steeped in praise. Every step saying, I was spared today. Every step saying, thank you.
Every step saying,
never is the only time.
the darkness should return this way. There were others in the county who carried a walk like his older gentleman. Worn, greasy, tired, slow. Men whose bodies had learned something their mouths did not explain. Men who walked within a walk that walked within them. Men whose gratitude could be seen before it was spoken. Men who passed through a place and anything unrighteous knew what time it was. Men whose bones eventually went down into the land to keep watch over the frames of those who never faltered. In trust, in love, in integrity.
Be careful where you dig. Be careful where you build. Be careful where you speak slander and lies against the name of another. You never know whose bones may be resting within earshot of the filth
that springs freely from your tooth and tongue.
Silence in a strange land is always the better option.
Silence
will not bring ruin upon you nor the next 7 generations of your blood. Enough on this matter. What has been said
has been said.
has been said.
Betty is not a vitamin. Betty is not a vitamin. Fred got made sweet. Wilma got made sweet. Barney got made sweet.
But Betty did not get in.
Betty is not a vitamin.
Betty is not
a fucking vitamin.
She was scorned from the vitamin legacy. So Betty became a bouncing Betty. But Betty bounced and the land said no. Betty fell. My granddaddy walked home. That is how my granddaddy got his walk. That is how my granddaddy got his walk. A slow country walk with the fear of God tattooed upon the skin of his soul.
Red truck,
Overalls,
red wing boots,
straw hat, leather gloves, keys in the ignition, windows down, a glass of cold lemonade on a tiny table in that slow, casual, relaxed country walk, as if the day had nowhere else to be.